Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. So after replacing the axle, or basically just the CV end right here, man, so convenient. And I want to do a shakedown. So we're out here, I'm gonna go for a rip. Try to just pace it a little bit, just do maybe half throttle, and then there we're gonna just keep it pinned for a while, just to see if everything's holding up. And then first do 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, just basically cycle everything, make sure everything works. And yeah, let's get to it. Hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, everyone. Well, good thing I came out here for a shakedown. For a second, I was like, man, what's this water dripping down? So I kept on tightening this clamp right here. So the more I tighten it, the more liquid will come out. Sure enough, if you look right there, bam, we have an issue. So I have a fix for that. We're gonna just let all that drain out. So this is just reverse osmosis water and Dominator Amsoil coolant booster. So what I'm gonna do is just stick this in there and then reclamp it. Good thing I had this funnel here with me. So let's see. You know what, maybe I could just take it out, see how this goes. Yeah, I was curious, like, man, why is there liquid dripping? So maybe this has been an issue for quite a while now. Yep, that's the issue right there. Just I keep on tightening it, and sure enough, I over tightened it and I guess I squished it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this funnel in here. So I have this funnel to pour in our diesel fuel treatment. Every time I fill up, I put the proportionate amount into our diesel fuel. That way it lubricates the CP4, because these trucks, they have a CP4 and they're known to grenade, and I don't want to do that. So what I try to do to prevent it is just put some Amsoil. I believe it's Dominator. Well, I'll get the full name on it. I'll put it in the link below. But that way it lubricates the fuel and it'll lubricate the CP4. There is a fix for that. I believe SNS makes it, and you just replace the whole unit. Plus we did get another recall for the fuel pump, but they say Ford says they don't have a fix for it yet. So I'm gonna wait for that, either that or we might just bite the bullet and get the new fuel pump for it. Oh, and then they also have the disaster kit, which is like $100. Maybe we'll do that first, so that way we don't have to spend the $2,000 plus the labor. But anyways, back to this problem right here. So I think this might fix the issue right here. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll do. So let's go ahead and cut this. Let's do it right here. Just gotta be careful. Nice. Yeah, so I think maybe this is the culprit of the overheating issue with the turbo. Maybe it was getting air into it and then it was creating air bubbles, because it seems like after every trip, the last maybe 6-7 trips, the coolant level has been going down, and I was wondering where does it go? I mean, I guess until the turbo gave out, and that's when I decided to replace the turbo, and come to find out maybe that overheated the turbo, and the turbo O-rings for the oil side gave out, which caused the white smoke last time. Hopefully this is a fix. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and just use this because that's all I have. Do a little MacGyver right here. Oh, there we go. I think that's gonna work. So, dude, I think it's gonna be solid. Nice. All right. Let's put this back in here. I guess when there's a will, there's a way, right? So I tried to go throughout the rig, look inside, try to find like a sleeve. Usually I carry a PVC pipe with me, but I left our Weekend Warrior flag at home. And on there, it has like a little section that's PVC. I think it was maybe 1/2 inch. But I don't think that 1/2 inch would have fit in there anyways. But you know what? Good thing I have this funnel right here. Sweet. I can still use the funnel because it goes in the fuel hole, and the fuel hole is like, for this truck, is probably like this big. It'll still work. Just gotta clean it up. Yeah, that's gonna be solid right there. Woohoo! So I did a quick loop around the mountain right here. Did about 16 miles. I came back, and then I see water droplets. So it came down here, and it'll just drop onto here, so it'll just sizzle. I was like, what's going on? Better here than Glamis, right? Okay, maybe I should put another clamp on the bottom so that way it doesn't reverse itself out. Sweet, solid. I think that should do it. Let's go get some more water and pour it in. So let's see. Yeah, so this is 100% reverse osmosis water from the house. I read it up and they say this is the cleanest water you can get, and we happen to have a reverse osmosis system at home, so there we go. Won't you guys let me know in the comment what you guys use? Sweet. Yeah, before I used to run coolant in here, but then I'm always messing with my car, and every time I flush it, it gets sticky and it's pretty dirty. So I decided just do this and then just run basically 100% water and put the coolant booster in it from Amsoil. It seemed like it was working out well, so let's try it again. Well, found myself a clamp. Good thing I carry extra parts because I'm always breaking stuff, and it all started like when I was riding go-pads, always breaking down. Seemed like we're always fixing stuff more than we're playing with it, but that's just part of it. And you know, I enjoy fixing stuff. I kind of do that for a living. How ironic, right? Perfect. Right at the lip, the bottom of the lip actually. There you go. That way it kind of creates like a funnel where it kind of concaves in, and it'll prevent the tip from, since I put it inward, it's going to be a cone, and the big side will prevent it from slipping through this little clamp right here, which causes it's a lot smaller in here. So hopefully that works out. Sweet. All right, everyone, well, you guys saw what happened. I was driving, and then there, when I got back, I noticed there was steam coming out of this. There was steam coming out of this heat wrap, and I looked up. Inside here had an issue. We got that fixed, so I'm gonna wait till tonight, and then I'm gonna do another rip, and hopefully everything holds up, so that way we can do well in Glamis. But other than that, I tried my best to just keep up with the car. There's a lot of moving parts. Before I started, I had to do a bunch of tightening and all that, but I think that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and can't wait for the next content that I'm gonna put out. I think I'm getting used to this. I'm starting to get more comfortable with the camera, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's just sharing my thoughts and what I do for fun. So hope you guys had a great weekend. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.